there is no any conflict. Obi beka say the chieftaincy ruling now arbitration now a course was Santimai Council. Sampa eye a member. Enunti na Mansa Rules away Farouk ni maami. Any opinion dama watara edi petition ni koma Santimai say yenkano. So far as I mean, there is no appeal against that arbitral award in any court of competent jurisdiction. Until let's take emotions out of certain things. So until whatever is going on, the greater scream beer or the so-called Bono champion, they want to use Sampa as an experimental ground for their Bono champion agenda. Until near air politics that you can take royalty from some people and give it to them. And because you cannot do that, they are fomenting trouble, and you cannot rise above your political lineage. And Kanchero Musen Diomu is not allowed and allow the law to work. Now, as a regional minister, Adisi ya omushishi nkrofo fie ekun nipa nyina no ontimi nto wo nan kra ensi kuro no mo. Why? Because na wo share omu kutupa omuye ne wo muye no. The security agents should not disappoint us to the point to say the best sorry say we need to protect ourselves. And when we get to that point, enye ye emma Ghana. And nonte na ye kan kire omu say the laws are there. Wonim nipa no wotimi afatu wako shoot work obi akuno. Wetimi akoshi market mu nyina wakoshi market. You know them. Ma Daniel Okra eso camera sinene say when they gazette somebody omube beni, they will turn Sampa a worse version of Boku. That person is still walking around. Who perpetrated the crimes are working, and the police know them. But the regional minister, no oyo mu lawyer, say so on the head of security no is not allowing them to do their work. They are being a yina maye musi national security. People sit down and they talk against somebody, then you come and arrest the person. Now obi the camera scene and nisu say we will turn Sampa to a worse version of Boku, and that person is still walking around Adentia because he has aligned himself with people who are perceived to be chattering the cause of the government of the day. Miss Ramon, Peace Council, I'm telling you, and Mamon push here to a point. Yebeka say we need to also wake up and do something. We don't want to get to that point.
Oheneba Media for Nefremu. I have media royals, media muadeshiano no. Asiabana, Aintasamana, Amamlani Amani Mutumedie, Oheneba Media Betinete, Intama for Muntie, and Yado.
I was here for the chamo and Anope. We a brief message via me Masuti, and untina Maba Anopanope. Normally I don't do morning live videos, but there is a need for this morning. And to share link na obinya na kacha ne se Sampahene na ya gazette no aye na samba jafla wotoso mienu ni personal assistant maba online, and to share na obinya. We need to talk about things that are affecting the security of the town and the politics of those things. And no ena me person me twin wadwen esesu send ye be ya muti bibia mobeti ase na ya nye propaganda emma na nkoye se ye mom na ye perpetrate violent e wokro no mu. Enti mesra wo ba share the link obi biara obetimi tag ne bia, you tag the person, let the person get the true picture of what is happening and understand say they bia send ye meme canon. Whatever royalty has handed over to you, royals protect it. And that is exactly what we are doing. Yen kosei obia de ne de keka ho. Enti de na asi. Ne me pese wo hunun en a wutin nyina ne se Sampa enkonwasem so far as many wo kasei ye ne adibia ewo bebia e pendi e kire se Sampa enkonwasem obi appeal against the arbitral award a free mo ewo asantiman. Enti there is no chieftaincy dispute. Whatever is going on ewo Sampa purely criminality, and that is a fact. Enti so obi ka say a chieftaincy conflict with whom? So enti and then no me can't just say, but what I want you to understand is say there is no any conflict. Obi beka say the chieftaincy ruling now arbitration now a course was Santimai Council. Sampa a member. enunti na Mansa Rosa waye Farouk ni maami ene opeyina Adama Watara edi petition ne koma Asanteman say yenka no. So far as I menim, there is no appeal against that arbitral award in any court of competent jurisdiction. Until let's take emotions out of certain things. So until whatever is going on, the greater scream beer omaye, the so-called Bono champion, they want to use Sampa as an experimental ground for their Bono champion agenda. Until near air cosun yinano politics. Just imagine. Na mimi wohui. Na meba aba menchen say, Daddy, obi kura ne certificate, ne degree certificate. Na makache me ban say, Jai meji certificate ne free nipan ho edi amount. Can that be possible? No. Enti samu ya mu politics. And then you went on to promise people that you can take royalty from some people and give it to them. And because you cannot do that, they are fomenting trouble. And you cannot rise above your political lineage. And kanchero musen diomu yeno is not allowed and allow the law to work. Now, as a regional minister, adisi ya omushishi nkrofo fie ekun nipa nyina no ontimi nto wonan kra ensi kuro no mo. Why? Because wona wo share omukutupa omuye ne wo muye no. Enti ese ndi omuye nyina ne se wo ho a na omo hyeda ka se nana jafla nkrofo ekohye obi dan nana jafla nkrofo ekoyese. Ni enti ameye video yi endra nana sangba jafla any police commander ne kasa e mane ka kire ne say look, your law no should not discriminate. Se me nana sangba jafla me ba ekoye bibia munchi no na eye enkokwam. I want you to understand say nana sangba jafla eye mranim ni a ye titi no wa mamre ni amane ye kwan so. Enti se wuti bibi se nana sangba jafla nkrofo ye se omu nyina no mu sanoma eye ntro because of the inability of the regional minister woye resec on ne da o mano onu nana oye omu lawyer sambuduafo yi lawyer ne say enti no omudi to trust bia he is unable to allow the security agencies to work. Look at what is happening. And kahwan pan woni police ni betimi agina ho say I'm exchanging gunshot with the police. Aden enti I want you mo amofra mo bisa me say yes mo nso mo ye bi mo say we will not do that. Ye nipa biara ne ho a obeye sa to trust them no because onim adia eye wodia. Say ya me no ka say amamre ne amane ne Ghana mbramu nana sangba jafla ene ye Sampahene. Enti kuro na wono ye manhene kuro ne hye na se no adenti na nana be hye obi se onko sei obi ade. That is not the case. The police no regional minister and the team resec achichire omunsa enti they are ineffective. They are not able to do their job. Adenti because time wana Sampa nkomya semba ya na ye twimanso no ono regional minister na eye omuloya ne senti no he knows ne okika kire wo mu ne oyeye ekika kire wo mu ntino ama enidie ni obu a ne omudi bema ne authority no they are not giving it to him because time wana udi omanimu no nuema a okika kire wo mu no and there are things you cannot accomplish. Send ye medi kan say meme wo hoyi na me babeba me ho say daddy madam for B certificate ko ji mami na maka kire me ba ne say an wo de jai ne degree no meji e de amount. How? You cannot. So entemesre mo amu frefre say ye see ye nso ye nyoma no be we are not doing it. And the police commander na wo ho ene ne team no omunim pa say our people are very decent. We can do what they are doing. We can do more 100 times more than that, but we will not do it. Also, now I'm here video. We can say the security agencies should not disappoint us to the point to say, "Yeah, but sorry, say we need to protect ourselves." And when we get to that point, and Ghana, and nothing I can't say the laws are there. Wunim nipa no watimi afatuo wako shootwork obi akuno wetimi akwohye market mu nyina wakwohye market. You know them. Ma Daniel Okra eso camera sinene say when they gazette somebody omube beni, they will turn Sampa a worse version of Boku. That person is still walking around. People who perpetrated the crimes are working and the police know them. But the regional minister, lawyer, the head of security, is not allowing them to do their work. And nothing to equalize, for us all to appear as bad people. But we are not. We are not. We can do it. We can equally do what they are doing. But royalty na ewe yemu any nyansa na ewe yemu any mrana yenemu no ntino emanuoma bi wo ho no, we will not do it. Police commander send here and run a jo Nana Sangba Jafla kachire wo no. Nana Sangba Jafla kachire wo say don't negotiate with criminals. Or can I say it? Or kachire wo say don't negotiate with criminals. Enti se obi ye boni ne asi Nana Sangba Jafla ne po say ye hwanya moving arrest the person. So omo ankasa no bebi omo do no omo nim say they know within their heart say no kure ne o mafa. Ne say no whatever they will do to destroy the very town yet nananom gi omo nananom omo tram no, that is what they are doing. Enti obi ebe ko no akọ or this ja akosu ne kettle na yi mu ne partition mu or the two man say Nana Sangba Jafla nkrofo ba so mu be shibe dan eyentro. Enti police, your inability for you to effect arrest omo mu di boni amuntimi nchi wom regional minister ene na pamfo resek emma mu kwan ma mu nye sade no enu na ahye omu kutupa omu ye nde omu ye. Look at what happened there in a market edi ayew na abekwa kwatwa atumu wahyeshi nkrofo fie na nka regional minister about udwene nkrofo sebi you think about their welfare. Adentia because nafana for no manya wo ye bunu ni nti ye kuye ho you don't care. And people don't reason with this. This is the Bono mentality omudi shemochi mudi say kuru the very kuru na munana no ba ya omutena ho ayeji mu and then mo sorry na mo masa Bono mentality na e wo mu ho. Regional minister no say oye nafana ni nafana bibi ehye ne mu enkasesebere waduru Sampa emra woti say yashi market yashishi nkrofo fi omuni baby ti ya kunipa no oye nafana ni anka moja na ewo ne mu no eye nafana moja anka wo ba ho behwe ne ekoso. But otumi bie na no catch obi say they should allow us to fight. But ye no ye njimi ye sebi say ye beye ne ya say ye kru no. But we are only telling you say near omushe omachia omuye no. All that they are looking for that. And I'm using this platform to call on the national security. National security. Tamu ana yebe gazeti na Nana Sangba Jafla. Regional minister ekure letter edi bremo. Adentia. Will you say ye tu abawie na obi winia na obi lusua. Ubeka say because obi a lusu no, they shouldn't declare the winner. Because near what Lusone say, mu declare the winner now, basa besi. And in a civilized society, and na yesu so sa nyoma we so adentia because they are hiding behind politics to do what? Look at Bono champion. This is not wait, excuse my word, it's madness. Why ena enim says Sampa a member of the Asantemai Council? Why enim? Chief Tansi Minister, are you not aware, says Sampa a member of the Asantemai Council? Ministers, President Mahama, any more Mukika Hunano, are you not aware, says Sampa a member of the Asantemai Council? Says Sampa a member of Asantemai Council. Adentina, a Sam would be any mammy, or didn't petition nearby and one found called Bono champion, said Bono champion for ye members of Bono champion to ye baho. Namo hide because of politics. Nan enkrofo di boni say enkrofo japade then you allow them to be working, and and now because Nana Samajafla nipa bianka ho ndi bonente no, he is unable to come and arrest. Enti omu ye nneoma omu beye so that ye beye bibi na wanya kwan aba oba na wadarete omu to ye houses no machi ye nkrofo. That is what they are planning. Mr. Regional Minister, now no it was just a camouflage. Because obi ayebi akobi ashi obi dan ashi store mo. The stores are property of the nation. This assembly no benefit from it. Property written in your momuji, and you know them. Now police for professionally trained police. You allow politicians to be manipulating you to the detriment of people's life and their properties. And you think you are doing a bidding for somebody because you are looking at the next election. Mr. Remo, you cannot take politics. You cannot. The institution of chieftaincy is not a political. I say at any given time, near any party beba power no or no to me ediamano. No, it's not done anyway. In any case, there being a yinamaye, Muslim national security. People sit down and they talk against somebody, then you come and arrest the person. Now obi the camera scene and to say, we will turn Sampa to a worse version of Boku, and that person is still walking around Adentia because he has aligned himself with people who are perceived to be chattering the cause of the government of the day. Miss Ramo, Peace Council, I'm telling you, and Mamum push here to a point. Yebeka say we need to also wake up and do something. We don't want to get to that point. The silence of a wise mind does not mean that the person is a coward. We only want to preserve what royalty has handed over to us. Mr. Remo, enye nanu ya na sampa. Enye nanu ya na sampa. Don't close your eye to the truth. Because bia utan or minor your friend Santimino utan unya ya nka wudie nya wudie ne de ade biara ekobiano you fight against it. And that is not how enya sa na ye chichire o man. Sampa titi ena ye nananom eba Santiman titi Masramo. Oh, me kachire Sampa mebuno. Me kachire mo. Se mutena se na mo hwehwe han a won se tie tamu na omu ye tutu asem a ye kasa mo ye din na no a omu kwatwa ajatu market ne mo no. Omu kwatwa ajatu market ne mo no. Sebi. Hwan no mo nua ma na se ye. Maami ya meniti ya me hu no a wo ye Nigeria na wo betena Sampa abo ne bra aye ne Japan mo hye ne nyina. Adentia. And then we can get politicians sitting somewhere allowing this thing to be going on because ontimi mabontin embekasa na mum behind the scene he is pulling this thing. Yes Remo. Don't let us get to a point mu be sorry say mu ba be yebi. Yes Remo. Ye name the strategy of the regional minister. The strategy nyina say omunye nuoma and I just say look at them. Look at these hooligans. Omuni police for omu exchange etuo. But they will not take any action because Nana Samba Jafla Nepabia is not involved. And therefore omunya kwan emma Nana Samba Jafla nkrofo fie embassy sawo. Until the police, the regional minister will not trigger for them to act. But yamfa say ye nam baby no mo be attack ye na e defend ye ho a ade chin ya obemo ma ba ho omo ba nso a then they go to Nana Samba Fla ne nkrofo fie no ma chichi won. Mr. Ramon, IGP, don't sacrifice the life of your people just because you want to plead the politician, some politician sitting somewhere. Now no regional minister here. Obi obey mechinu na maluso PR a public relation management been now all year. He knows those who are fomenting the trouble. Unfred the cram the good said the police commander now no ye cram officer and son ye be no commander. On misana onka enchire say on name one day san krofo ye o ma dia ye ya mobilize ye ko attack won. We don't see them. We don't see them. Masramo. Look at what press conferences. You see, Bono champion, yeah, way. And that is not telling you, say, agenda be nankrofo be not because they think, say, there was no no kurebi andadi. Enyanwa. Asantimai kan asemni wie nana domba hini fa phone friend nana sangba jafla congratulate no. Can say the bay no be swai no di ni nkrata ba amana gazette no. Sana of nam jamana odwin say nana sangba jafla swai wie was sampa no nso aka say me yi me ho afra santiman me de me ho be ka doma hene ho ne yakochichire bunu champion enti eno ammas no eno wo ye ne wo ye but ye ka kire politician what he said. The mo promise won. On say nano a free girl be say kuma odi obey video be say that is not what the government promised them. Did you promise them say mu winia mu beji to me e di ama won. Hwan no to me na mu ji di ama won. Best Ramo. Peace Council. The family of Nana Sangba Jafla and the supporters. Se bia se de meme ye ka no. Baby a onim yenti aye nya basabasa because kromu no eye dia. Enti hwan e na abeka se onka ho ko attack no ko se ne nyoma. No, we don't do that because they are behind us. We no mu a omunam a omu se nyoma te se Alex fire Alex nwa Alex anu odi omani mo omu se yi. Ono no ni nananom ye to omufri jerene enti wono no fie na woti mu no enye ne fie enti mimi di nachi na mekoshi sa fie na makosai obi agapade a enye ne dia. That is the truth of the fact. So enti enya dia ye bedi wo nachi asai ye kuro no but the fact say we will not follow them to destroy our house. Yen transenso emma politicians emma mu kwan emmo mu nya nneoma enkosi bebi eno ne ye ka yesra mo de bia me kan se mutie ye mpese be duru mbere bia mo ba be frɛ aka se oh nana jafla ne nkrofo yesra mo nto mo bu ase no enti regional minister se doma ene ye tututuo ehye nkrofo fi ankade eche yanka wo ho se Sampahene kuro ene ye tututuo ne se nneoma ankade eche yanka wo ho se drobu ne ye yankade eche yanka wo ho because uhu omu se omu ya bonofo omu ya nkrofo. But when it happened to the people who are not Bono and they are Nafana, and you know within your heart that they are lying with the kingdom called Santimano, and tino 129 kram be si wo am be baby omu wo. But we are telling you, your plan against the good people of Sampa will not stand. Nti ebesre se wan koswan chiwom na wo ja wo mo amomu ye tutrasa mu isa ne ne keka ho ebeduru prebi no, the people will protect themselves. And when that happen, enka Sampankwa, it is a fact. Wa so omu ninam na no ye so omu ko techiman. Enti die no omu ye they are extending it, the misinformation. Asamu insu no hwan pa na betimi aka se onim se omu di petition eba santimai transam so e de abitra word by hwan pa na obetimi aka se yantwere letter ankoma Bono Regional House of Chiefs yewra e de anidie ene obuo e de mawom atwere letter koma wom on the 8th of August se maka sampan sam awie na maka kire abusuo o mawie ni se omunyi adehyebu brant emra do media de. That was August, September, October and sana November. Enti se Nana Domahini ene ni nkurofo no kan say ampa omo wo problem a. Why didn't they take action? And I say adentina omanfa asem no ankon National House of Chiefs. Say near yebra kan ya wo twere letter bere ye no ye ne nya adwen until we are appealing against it. They didn't take that path because no munyina jitumu. But baby are not omunyin to mune say Nana Sama Jafla eswawe ye no na nko pese oti on can say rebel or rebel against the Asante Kingdom. No one can say me nko Asante man bium say dey meji me ho efremo. We will not do that because ye ntime nka say ye niminyansa esim ye nananom, and we will not do that. Ntime sremo politician, no matter what you benefit from, that that should not give you the right to allow people's property and their life to be toiled with. Police commander Nana Sangba Jafla ekachire wenra or say ne ba eye bibia chi no obi biara obe ye bibia bia no enka say yesi Nana Sangba Jafla nkrofo don't negotiate with criminals. When you see any criminal activity moving, arrest the person. When you do that, people will know that the state power is greater than the individual power. So on. Or see, the same regional minister says 70 guns were taken from Nana Jafla's house at Brekum Court. So on. And regional minister, he is not a neutral arbiter. He's not a neutral arbiter. Senka oman penyine betimia ompe obin free region fufuro na ombeye regional minister ewo Bono region na omfa pepe yo ensi pepe yo enye saa dua bia mu dua no ebeduru mrebi no dua no wontimi ndi aba eno nso no wontimi ntra ase na beye burden e di amamo. Regional minister cannot come to Sa enkrofo no Samodua boys ne ontimi ma ho adentia because he gave them false hope. Ene ya ba yawo regional minister. Sese amemeti hai me certificate e kura me. Can you come and put gun on me and take it and say udi koma oba? Debi. Temesremo. De amune na ma mu ye say Bono champion ne de keka ho no. Yenso ye wo asanteman. Na nka yenso ye nam ni e kasa asanteman mu nsori o munye sei sa asanteman wusu ni ho anka de na ebesi but o man na ye kan wa ye friend asanteman no sebe nyansa ene amambere ni amande ene omudi o munyoma eno ntina okuna ya yedin because ni ye yedi na chi no nyansa ni amambere ene odi ye ne nyoma ti mesremu sampa nkonwasem kope open okreti a obehunu nokre but enam se propaganda na mu ye na mu mpe nokre no sampa nkonwasem start ye ni wama a ya adama watara no mabusua na start ya adentia oba hima akonwa ne toye no eni wama ye ne edi ade ye ne start ya eho asem ba ya ekopie mu wo kronti hine fie e wo sampa kronti hine eka se ye nana yele kosa asifo aduru ya nsunti nana kofiso no maye kwan ne yensi ohima di ntia nana kofiso no wonye no mammo a ya adama maame eka kire kronti hine fie se emra eduru ne su se obedi ade no enna nana kofiso no agi na konwa edi koma abontensufo a ye samoduafo yi emomudi enti sada no ne krontenyinefo gina so jeje asam no very short ne se omu bisa se emra na omu gi udi wakonwa no koche abontensu ni no uka kire wonua na ye fra na ajarfo jo no uka kire no ena o ka se de bia no se wan kan kire ne de na de udi akoma omu de a eni ajarfo do obedi awie ansa na aba mu a mu ye yi nana yana asifo na ansa na aba mu ho eno no omu gina so di asem no. This is the truth. A free hona still nana kofiso na enam say wono na gi wo ma de e de koma abonteso na osuro no wontimi emma ye kwan ma ye mfa himane ma enum na ekoya osan omusan 37 member committee 7 member committee no so kentu mu say ye ni nana kofiso num adama watara num enna ye busua. That when you read it you see all of them there. efiri ho no ena ye eni wa mana na ye nti ye ho ase no ye ne Adama Watara no ye di asam no ba ye wura tie ma men kan asem nkyere mo enti emra na echa na ye wura onhunu se ye di ohene beba no ena osoma ye ena omo bai no omo kan se sampa nkonwa asem no manso bi ewo ho enti ye wura efre the traditional council no under the leadership of the acting president then ena omo bai ye ena obisa ye ena ofre mi ofa aye opanyine Abu Mahama eni opanyine Adama Watara ena ofre wo mumie no mo bai ena obisa wo no mo kan ye enti it wasn't between ye any Samoduafo no because they are not omunye eni wama so enti yewra ba ya omuhwehwe mu ena omuhunu se ye ne opanyine Adama Watara ye ade asefo enti yenko siesie na yenyi obi mra opanyine Adama Watara ejina asanteman esre yewra ntam kese kan ntam kese se asam na o maka no wagie atomu enti woni opanyine Abu Mama ekotonasi na o mahwe mu ye koye opanyine Adama Watara ni opanyine Abu Mama ehyaase ye meeting enumu a na ye wa ye ba ye beka kire the traditional council say ye wura aka asem na bi enti omu ni yachi na ye mra na ye medanasi omusuma ya o mabisa no muka say debi abaya bi di petition bi aba enti ji so muka sa petition ni wie abaya kro na eye Farouk Samuel ni maami aye friend no Mansa Rose ena omu di bae petition na omu di bae nyina ne se omu ene di sampa akonwa a omu nana eni atakakra ebusia ene ye koye Mansa Rose ya nkasa ne sre ye rantam kesi kan ntam kesi emma omu kasaye ya kan asem na wie na wedifo a na wanya nana doma hene no makohye na chi se enka ye kan asem no wie wa asanteman no yemfa asem no mra wo no nana doma hene ewo bu no ebusuafo da ben na wahunu se high court aka asem awie na wodi akoma circuit court se review mami circuit court mom ne kan no wako inform the higher court and people are not trying to take the truth because of their hatred for or minor your friend asanteman no tibesremo Sampahene sem bia ni ho ya kan wie obi biara a wo ye bibibia no he is committing crimes in any case sa hinsem wo ho a ahinsem makwan ema obi di bone efa ne hodi ana Mr. Regional Minister, your plan to try for them to do something send ye be ya obenya kwan ya ba ba chi ye nkrofo no ensi enne enti ne esese wo ye na wo preserve the sanctity of the place na wo makwan ma police fo ye wo madwuma no mo makwan mesramo first na ye ba be na watwere letter obi bisa me say why court tie ma menka bibi ntreo o say your refusal to accept the truth doesn't make your lies the truth. Say who refuses to obey no kure na tumu no eno nkyere say wo wontro na wagye de no eno ni no kure no. That is what I want you to understand. Ye nneoma ne nyina wie no ye call court. Ye call court ena Farouk Samuel de ne ho bedon mo say oka asem no. Ena court no e mane kan ho ye mane kan ho ena omu kan asem no wie omu kan asem no wie no. Kope court ruling no na kan high court ruling no e make nneoma miensa o kan ya don't just read for reading sake. Ni edi kan o say ansa na me otemwani ameti akonwa mu amedi asem no ansa na mehye say yemfa na nasamba jafla nkrata enko na yemfa ne din enka ahemfudin hu no gise mehwehwe hu no say ne nipa famo ansa na yede ne din aka ahemfudin mu no wafa ne nyina mu ana kai hu no say any paramount stool nipa baako ne transo at any given time enti emra judge ne transe no se onim se obiti akonwa ne su dada enka make it that order say yemfa obidin enkohye ho na owie ye no oka ensem bi o se sampa enkonwasem yaka awie through customary arbitration enti sebi nyansa ni biara nyansani biara wani di sampa ansem no question abebisa ne say judge ne say yakan wie yakan wie no hwan ene di nkonim. These are the critical questions any reasonable and intelligent person who have interest in this issue should ask. Ubisa enu wie then you ask yourself say why ene fa amamre ne amane mu ne forms ne bibia court no e kan say Nana Samajafla ne nkrata no edi mu ne nkrata no ne nsahya ase no odi mu traditional council no gide to mu wabeswa ya wie court ne kan nioma we nyina ene wo sign court so kan say eye abrantia na ye friend Farouk Samodua no ne maame no mu di enkuguo ewo menhia ne nkrata no nso nipa no nso a ne nsahya ase no endi mu enti nipa na ne nsahya ase no endi mu na eye na regional minister u twere letter edi akoman one wapamfo mu twere letter edi akoman national security na wo ka se obi a yesi ne nkrata endi mu obi a yesi okọ arbitration will lose ye obi a traditional council no engineering to mu no na mu ka se they shouldn't gazette that person, they shouldn't gazette Nana Samajafla adentia because onim said that person is not qualified to be gazetted but rather near what qualify be gazetting no Nana Samajafla but ontimi nka Nana Samajafla nkwa nti uhwe omu letter na omu twere ko no krampona you see that or started twere Samodua din first because of the biases. So enti obi a ne nkrata en qualify ye obi a ye call arbitration will lose ye sa nipe na wo kasai na ne owini ya wo ye no enam se ne won wini nti a mudada wo mo se mo ye say na ye ba ye beji akonwa no di amamo no nti no enu nti no na you wanted to delay the gazette processes sabi enu nti na ye nananom a omochichire oman Ghana asamre na Santiman anya ne independent in 1935 omo ba ye besra Santiman say yesremo mun sacrifice na muji mufa ahudi a emrofo yo munfa ye fa ahudi mayen ti esremo a omo sacrifice the greater interest of a Santiman kingdom eboa ye Ghana agiye no omo hihye no omo di mra e na hihye ye mra na omo di hye no ye court system na ye di djuma eno ene ye nam so a ye di ye enti se obi ka se omo ka se ye nyina na ye bone ye nyina na ye tututuyo ye nyina na se nuoma no ye ntro because they are unable to arrest the people no enunti na omo ka eno no mu dia say ye get individuals no mu mra no mu beye underground studies na be hunu say we are not criminals and we will not do that enti enyum anope ne me ba nyina ma we hunu ne say enra Nana Samajafla e catch police commander no say look the issue of Nana Samajafla nipa ko yesi why we say no whoever obi biara obehunu say wo ye bibi no chi nipa no when you arrest somebody we will come ye parade obehunu say Nana Samajafla nipa na anye ono a on say omo ba ya omo ye sa nuoma yi omo nkrofo no bi di animu a omo kofa sa atotrafo yi ba ya omo hihye nkrofo japade ebe she market Mr. Regional Minister the same passion any empathy na wonyama bonofo no nyabima na fanafo na yewa ha no na yi politics every ahenie mu monyi politics mfiri mu ne mu ya munenam abunu champion sabi ye sori nso ne ye kase wo asanti ne ye nso ye na masanti ye ko say na de ne ye creative in the world but ye nim ne wodi ye nim no ye hwe na ye sua no ye ra His Royal Majesty otumfo setutu no oye asundwie hene sabi wo panyansa farebai ene bibia edan no wo pe ahenie abakose mamamre ne amane a edan no nti wono ene ye sua afiri mo enye nneoma amomu ye ene ye nsu bekase ye ba beye bi ye nje bi da ye de mra ene amamre ne amane ene ye beye nti mesremo mo amu frefre amu kase yesi yensu ye se nneoma ye nneoma no enye nokre the inability of the regional minister to allow the police to work and omo kata so a omo kase yensu ye se nneoma ye nse nneoma omo ankase omo nim in their sober reflection in the sober reflection of the police commander, district police commander, unimpa se Nana Sangwa Jafla Nkrofo enye sade ni da. Enti madam wasi. Nyame nka mo ho. Enti that assurance no enna na medi bread ti memufo amowo sampa. Nana nipa bia ne ho obeba be se mo japade. Because mo japade no de bia yesre eka kire mo se mumra. De bia yesre mo ne yenka kire mo se munye mo adwuma wo ho. Na bebia ye pese mo ye mo adwuma na emfaso mana ne nana no munye adwuma nye na kuro no enkwa animu no nana bema ne nkrofo abese sa mo japade na yeden nana enye sa da. Panyini bia ne ho a wo nana abusua mu a obehye obi achi se won koye ye mabunu a wo wa abusua no mo sebi ye titi wo mo wo mmra ne amamra ne amane kwan so enti they won't do that. And no assurance no na no pay ye pese ye di mam yesre mo ne omu ye nyina ne se mo amadwuma wo ho enche nese ya ye beru akasho system no mo se ne be ya mo badwane akọ mo nkuro no mo eno no mo ye ba de yesre mo a munya gidie ewo ye mo ne nana be ye amma bibia ato bibia no bibia be ye din ti yesre mo a obi anka na commento ne ye munyi mu nuama emfiri kuro no mo. Or see, you said you have been gazetted, so what are you explaining again? These are the kind of people I say I'm not explaining say ye ko gazette. A gazette is done. Those who the constitution has given the power to maintain law and order. Omuna ye kan to say they should do their job. Enti sebi. Endi yaw any jealousy to entwere ensemo a sebi emfree adwenemu. Enti gazette is done. Ba near ye di mrama no say omma nyansa omma mra ene amamre enye adwuma no ono na ye frɛ say wona constitution no amanity will say you protect property and life. So wanya you push the people to protect themselves. And when the people begin to protect themselves in their own way, no, it will create a society of anarchy and no any yempe. Ente kwajo owusu sebi umamenum ene papanum ene oman no essay japade bi ede ku school ehwewo ti sa school na omodi hwewo no eno ena mepese wo ma esuba mfaso ema bebi awo enti wo bisa question na wo bisa critical question na wo bisa ne ebeboa wati kwajo ti nyame nka ho na omoa so that you can make essence of your education and don't follow blindly say because of Bono champion why na chichire asanteman ya chichire no Facebook asanteman enye politics ene boa ye ma chichire ye enye politician bi na share asanteman chi say kan say oh mum forming your friend asanteman ye nananom ekon ye ene omu de chichire ye baby biara eye asanteman de no was not given to asanteman by somebody. It was conquered ena ekaye mra pon no ho temesremo enye nne ena obi ba akohia wo baby say ye moa ina yenti eyi temesremo a obi biara wo sampa kan wakoma to ye go about your daily work ene ne ekeka ho ema obi medada wo say nana jafla nkrofo ebe say wo property ye ba be ye say ye nsei obi biara ne ho obe free ye busuamo abeshi obi dan obi biara ne ho hwe ma menka bibi nkyerɛwo enra na dwo a omoka say ye obi koshi Simon no a omoka no a ye Farouk Mansa Rose ne bra ne ma metiasi no ofrɛ me ye kasam no ofrɛ me ne tafon which means a mirror adentia because ye nananom enenya wo ena me kai pa say in 1993 me ne hia ye samre no na wo ne ba boy kiti na friend of Richard enti sa ne pay ye no sabi ye nananom titi omudi ye fa amamre ne amane ne mramu enti ye hunu nneema bi enti so wono nim na wono kofa nkrofo say ye mmesai obi dia ye nkosai ne dia because ye de no so ho ti sa na tie o say you just said Asanteman was not formed on Facebook but you are on Facebook promoting Asanteman. Oh, I know na make culture say make essence of your education. Make essence of what? Your education. enti ko fe eyi wono na fa eyi me number na me ne won kasa ebia through that no I'll be able to get you out of this mess that you find yourself. Enti medamasi nyame nka mo ho no mo ho ban eyi send ye make no accept the processes are still going on near anamo biara na na beto a asundwie ne eyi beba no na eguso a oye enti menim say by next week mo ho no will communicate to you what has been done so far and what has been the achievement so far. Enti ye bedamasi pa mo amohunu no kura mota no kura chi na nanom antrankonwa a mo Sampa Traditional Council. Yeah, very good. What answer no pa? I say promote is different from forming. We are promoting peace. And this is the way meeting ya faso na ma reach ni pa bebre na ma kan makoma to mu yem say e mo mu ndi to travel echi enkoye boni. And the formation has been done dadada. Ya chichira santimai dadada. Enye ene na meme betena ha aformi asantimai debi. But may use Facebook, the technology behind Facebook, to promote peace and allow people to be able to get their job done. And medamasi say nananoma trankonya sampa mai munyina mudi no krechi mo amofre amo congratulate na yedamasi nana send ye nana kano enye say no woba no wobeka say tamu na ye twema nso na woni yafa nti ye ne wonye adwuma debi obi biara wo sampa bia no ye ne obe ye adwuma obi biara wo bibi pa bia wo de beboa sampa nana any traditional council no will partner with you send ye be ya ye be move sampa traditional area e de akosi baby a esefata abono fo de bia memeka omotire mopo nyina ne se de bia no enkomeka ya hye nti emra na ye be sura ye bebo ye be ma ye so ama ye manhene no somafo ene omo keka e sori tiaye but yebra otumfo opoku ware kan se debi meme kuru sampa me mo bia nka me nhye me pagya no ene opagya ye eno bi no mo ye biomu yi nti omo be hye mo chi a na mo be sei nti de no mo pe mo koshi market na ewo mu ana esi revenue a efiri somaba no edoso se sampa de ni akaso revenue efiri high ba no edoso se sampa de because sampa market no omo hye mo chi ama makoshi no. That is the Bono agenda. So enti omo yusumu they want to form what they call the Bono champion, but omo nya baby emfa enko experimenting wo ho because ehọ no omo kọ no omo nkrofo no bi wa eyo omo moja Bono fo no bi ni senti no yemfa mra na yemfa nko hye we no machi na omo nkoye na omo kuru no nse na yen use we no as a experimental ground and they have gotten you but ye no ye ndi mochi ense ye kuru no nti ye besre mo obi biara obeti se ye si obi ebesai na de no omfra police fo no ntem na omo mra ho nipa biara ombehu no bia no omo nchi no omo chi na there is no a year a kire se bunti bibia se akoku bi anakoshi ne fie bibia ne hosa nti ye bedamasi se moda so wo gidie e wo sampa mo na ne mu ye ne ye beye amanuama akozu bia ye beko so ho enti na de bia memeka I was last bi many MP e kasa e mamika chan say look me Nana Jafla ane obia ne ho a ogensi wo but uye nyina ye MP enti when issues come be neutral as a neutral arbiter and you know deep in your heart say yankrofo no yenye to try and yes man we don't do those things so ba menim say baby a wo no any baby a friend maybe you have some but say wonim sa you show what was saying enti medamasi my ene weekend mama nyam na monko madwuma nyame nka mo ho na ommo mo ho ban mrepam no yebesan ba biom enti to summarize my destiny say Nana Jafla will not sanction any criminal activity, any violent attack. Nana will not do that. Nana mpanyinefo bia ne ho omeyesa mebuno a omudi Nana Jafla echi omunyesa ye nkrofo a omudi echi omunyesa de no enti wo hunu bibi na ekọ baby a don't tag say nana and eye just for equalization. The police should not negotiate with criminals. Who criminal activity be a air koswa chino send ye nana e kano and ra e chere mo say obi ye bibi na ye bonia chinipa no so no nana sama jafla ne bakura chino na momfa ne mfa mmeramo. And don't be saying say eye nana enkrofo e na eye nana enkrofo will never do what is going on. Ti ebedamasi yedamasi regional minister tamana we lawyers and massa moduafo yi na you were doing your professional work. Say ye the region no anasha wonsa. Say no another ma hen the lobby ya wunya you say why the lobby ya wunya you to me no ekra. Fa to me ne ye ne se fata. Say ne be ya dachi wunya to me ne bim na utnase ya ubetimi aka kire wo say yes. Emra ye di to me ma me no me yusu no send ye se fata. Yes raw. Ni ye senke 1 PM. Doma ubeko hono senka bibi ne 2 drobo a ubeko hono atu sampa but sampa for eye na fana for nti we yama but ye no ye ndi omachi e ma mo mehye omachi e mese ye kuro no we will not do that.
Eba enchansen papa de bodan so pa dia eno ane adabo roofings and rusty resist heat and afi and some feeding so na ni premium color materials o de bodan so nti Oma warranty more rishimu. So pe adabo roofings e wo kumase ne mpatamu a fo ani kire ehwa overseas junction e wo enkran ene ne mpatamu so odi wani be kire Pokuasi station wa na ne main factory de e wo fancy a eben mupa fre adabo na ne wo mu ni dwa esanse se fa enchansen papa de bodan so pa de a o mu ni kenkon obi ani ho.
Oheneba Media for na efremu ayebo me say Media Royals Media muadeshia no asiebo ana entasemana amamlani amane mu dwumadie Oheneba Media betenete enti amafo muntie ye na nyado.